Hi, this is Miranda Christensen, and this is my analysis of friends with benefits using the social exchange and relational dialectics theory. In the late 1950s to early 1960s, George Holmans, Peter Blau, John Thibet, and Harold Kelly introduced this social exchange theory. This concept proposes that the exchange process results in certain social behaviors. There are many costs and benefits to any relationship. For an example, a high-cost relationship could be when a friend or someone you may know constantly is asking you for a ride or fuel to get somewhere. This could be seen as high cost with little benefit. Benefits in a relationship could be things that you could see as fun, things of support, someone that you can talk to, a shoulder to lean on. In all, it's necessary for the benefit to outweigh the cost. You must ask yourself, does the cost make up, is the benefit worth the cost? The other theory that I'll be going over in this movie is the relational dialectics theory. This theory was introduced by Professor Leslie Baxter and Barbara Montgomery in 1988. This concept focuses on the contradictions in a relationship and how people with varying differences maintain a relationship. The relationship can be a romantic relationship, friends, families, even co-workers. In any relationship, it's important to have balance. There is always a tug-of-war going on of emotion. In relationships, we like to have a certain amount of predictability and spontaneity. It's important to understand how each of us perceive this, and to be able to obtain that balance and have our relationship flourish. Within the movie, there are a few times where each of these theories come into play. For starters, in the very beginning of the show, Dylan and Jamie both are in a relationship, which then are being dumped. The reason being is because the honeymoon phase is over. And in the beginning of a relationship, we're not focusing on the imbalance of the relational dialectics, as well as social exchange theory. We're not so concerned of the cost versus benefit. At that point in the relationship they were in, they realized that the cost was far more high than the benefits. Therefore, the relationship ended. When Jamie met Dylan, she was a recruiter from New York City. She wanted to recruit Dylan to work with the GQ magazine. He obviously wasn't ready for that at that moment, and she knew that. She played into the social exchange theory and realized the cost of me taking him around New York City tonight is definitely worth him taking the job and her having the benefit of a bonus and being more stable in her current position. It did work. Dylan accepted the position. As time went on, her and Dylan became close friends. At some point, they decided to come up with a mutual agreement that benefited both of them at that time, that they would be friends with benefits. They had open communication about this and agreed this would be a balance of cost to benefit, or the benefit at that moment outweighed the cost. Later on, there was more of a relational dialectic war, more tension. Both of them had more feelings, yet were afraid to move forward, unsure of what the other one was thinking, one not ready to talk about it. That ended up separating the two of them for some time. And at some point they realized that it was important to balance that out, and it was important for them to continue their relationship. So Dylan made the step, arranged to get Jamie back He wanted his best friend back. He weighed into the social exchange theory again. The cost of him arranging this huge ordeal in New York City to get her attention was very much worth the benefit of having her back in his life. And the two of them started their first date as a couple versus friends with benefits. In doing this analysis, I realized the importance to have balance in a relationship. It's important to understand the relational dialectics, the tensions, and how to balance them. It's important to understand the social exchange theory in any relationship. What am I being asked of? If I do this, is it worth the benefit? It's important to know that so our relationships can flourish and go on forever.